What up, YouTube? So today is going to be part 5, which is the final part of the Honda Civic K24 ekk2 crate swap, which is going to Virginia. We're pretty much going to wrap everything up. We got to get the transmission put back on that I got rebuilt already. We're going to be taking off the engine harness. Finally got the headers, so we'll kind of go over everything again as far as the things you need to do a K-swap into a 96 to 2000 Honda Civic. We got our straps so we can get ready to strap everything down after we get the motor and tranny together. We got to put on our new engine harness. We're going to put on our k2 pulley kit and pretty much just get everything wrapped up as far as what needs to be done to get this swap out of here so the customer can drop it into his car. He does have a 96 to 98 Honda Civic, and he's going to be doing an auto to manual conversion as well, so I'll be going over those parts, which is just it's not really much. It's pretty much just pedals, master cylinder, lines, and a couple other things. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and just start taking off the harness, which isn't too bad. This harness was actually cut from the car it was taken out of, so that's the reason why we have to replace it. And we also got to put these RDX injector clips on the new harness, so I'll be doing that as well. And I already, if you haven't watched the last video, pretty much tuned the ECU. So if you want to know how to install K-tuner as well, I have a video up on that. And just pretty much basic base maps that you can get on the actual K-tuner, which work really good because this is just bolt-ons pretty much. It's not like it has cams or anything, so it's just perfect to get the actual if you want to get numbers and dyno, you can always go to the dyno and get a little bit more power. But I like the base maps because they work really good, and you don't really have to go get dynoed if you don't want to. The power's going to be there. So we're almost done. This thing, this little VTEC one is kind of being a pain. Taking off the harness is pretty simple. We've done it a couple times. I just got a 12 millimeter right there. I'll take that off. Other than that, we're gonna get to putting the transmission on right now, and then we'll come back, bust out the pulley kit, and start installing that. And then I guess we can start putting the engine harness back on, and then after that, we'll be able to kind of go over everything, what you need to install for a K-swap, and then we'll put it on the actual crate, strap it up, and that'll pretty much be the end of this video. So I'm going to go ahead, start knocking this tranny out, and then we'll come back. Alright, so we got our transmission back on, and we have our half shaft and cover back on. For some people who want to know which half shaft you can use pretty much any K20 manual half shaft. It has to be 5-speed. Automatic will not work. And that can be from the 02 to 05 Civic EP3. You can get them from the RSX 02 to 06, any model, Type S or base, as long as it's manual. And you can also get them from the 06 to 2011 Civic Si. FG2, FA5. Those are pretty much all the K20 ones. The K24 TSX one is a little longer, so that one won't work. So just try to stick to the K20 ones. If you haven't been watching this video, this is a 6-speed 0506 transmission. The reason why is because it has HAL reading instead of reading mechanical, which is usually back here to 02 to 04. So that's another reason why we're using the 05 to 06 harness with K-tuner. This motor came from an 0506, so everything's pretty much ready for it. If you haven't been watching, like I said, this is a K24 JDM RBB with a RBC manifold with adapter to a Type S throttle body. Right now, we're going to be getting to the pulley. So this is the little K2 top pulley kit that they sell. It didn't come with bolts. I actually had to go find some bolts right now, so I'm going to start connecting this right now. I'll put a little Loctite on there because these do tend to vibrate loose, so go ahead and get this on real quick. Also, when you are ordering your K2 pulley kit, there's two different versions. There's the K20 one, which obviously the belt's going to be a little bit shorter. And then there's the K24 one, which the belt's going to be a little longer. So just make sure when you're ordering that you get that right, or you will have to get another belt. And now K2 does sell the delete kit, which will go right here at the bottom, and that will relocate the pulley and everything. I just like this one better for some reason. Unless you have like a CRX, then you actually have to use the bottom one, or EF models. But other than that, I just like just simple pulley slap on, and now we can get to the belt. So pretty much I just start by wrapping it around the crank and using the bottom pulley, or the bottom of the belt is going to wrap over everything. So bottom goes under, up, and then the top just goes under the pulley, and then we can tension it. Tensioner goes down, so let's see if I can do this on camera. And then you just back on off. That's pretty much it. So belt's on, everything's ready to go. I probably have to tighten it a little bit because it does have tensioning right here. So I'll probably take it back off real fast and just adjust that, but that's pretty much ready to go. Next thing I'm gonna start doing is probably putting the engine harness back on. I have to depend the clips real fast, so I gotta, because this has RDX injectors, as you can see, blue tops. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out, and then probably bring the cherry picker in here and start getting the swap actually put onto the crate and start locking it down with the straps that we got. And then we'll kind of go over every little thing that needs to be done for a swap. So if you are doing a swap for 96 to 2000, this will pretty much be the guide for you to get your swap going. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting this engine harness back on, and then we'll come back. Alright, so we're back now, and we got our 0506 Type S harness installed, and I went ahead and just kind of got everything together to kind of go over. I went ahead and redid the pulley real fast. So I got the ECU all base mapped on, got it installed with the conversion harness. So pretty much this is just going to go on to the driver's side tower. These two wires are going to go for fan, and you pretty much just take that off your stock car and just plug that into the hoses. This is also going to plug into the factory spot on the passenger side. And then just got intake, our axles. These are Yonaka Stage 2 axles, 32 millimeters, so base model axles, not the Type S. Got our shift linkage, headers. These are the ones we're going to be using on here. We got our fuel pressure regulator. That's pretty much everything that you need to actually get, a motor started. Is your fuel, your ECU. If you don't run an ECU with like K-tuner or Honda, you can run a stock ECU with the key and a mobilizer. If you want to go through my channel and check that out to see how that's done, I got a couple videos on that. I mean, other than that though, this is pretty much it. So you got fuel, mounts, they're over there. I didn't feel like taking them out because it's a whole bunch of boxes. So other than that, this also, I got these two wires from the charge harness. So the one that's gonna go to the battery is gonna have a yellow line on it. So if you see right there, so this one is the starter wire, and then this one's gonna go to the fuse box. So you have that, and then I gotta put 3 grounds in here. So I usually run one on the transmission, one on the manifold, and then one on the side cover. So one of these tins right here that connect to the frame of the car. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's also for people who didn't see the last video, so I got this sensor right here. You can use your B or D series sensor if you want, but this is the actual little kit for you to use to get your temperature reading. And then this is just a slave cylinder if you don't have one, just brand new. This is the radiator kit. I'll show you guys how that's installed right now. Your clutch line, and then if you don't, this is, since it's an automatic conversion, this is a S2000 clutch master cylinder kit, and it comes with the adapter too. You have to have a spacer. That's the spacer that goes between it. As far as the radiator kit, this is how it looks installed. So it's just this bracket right here that goes on the top, and then if you can see the 2 bottom ones, it's not really zooming in, but it's pretty much 2 bottom ones that drill in, and you just use the screws and they pretty much just stay in there. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the cherry picker so I can put it on the actual crate, and then I'm gonna start stuffing everything into the boxes. I'm not gonna have the headers like that because that's just not enough space on the box really. So gonna get that all right here, and then start strapping everything down, and then we'll come back and finish this video. Alright, so I got the motor on top of the crate right now. I just gotta finish strapping it down. I got probably like 2 more straps I'm gonna do to make sure everything is good on here, so it'll be pretty much ready to get shipped. I'll probably do like a short video when the actual truck gets here to pick it up, just to show you guys that this is the second one I've done shipped out. I usually do my shipments through UShip. They give you a free quote on how much it'll cost and everything, so that's what I go through. If anybody else wants a swap done through me, just let me know. If you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, it's rarewooded_. You can reach me also on here on the comment section, or you want to hit me up on email, it's honda.mike1988@gmail.com. Other than that, see you guys on the next video.